Hey everybody, and welcome back to Vegan Pixie. Happy New Year. I hope everyone's year is going really well so far. I am back in my delightful kitchen, as you can see. Please excuse the somewhat holy lighting. I don't know what's going on there. It looks like rays of light coming down, but fair enough. I just wanted to start the new year by doing a little recipe video. Now, I have actually already tried to record this once and it went wrong. So I'm not going to be able to show you sort of the individual ingredients, but I am making a sweet corn chowder soup today. Very easy recipe for anybody trying out Veganuary, anybody new to being vegan. This is so easy. It doesn't have any weird and wonderful ingredients that you've never heard of in it, like some vegan recipes I've come across. And it's quick, it's easy, and it tastes nice, which I think is a bonus. So all that has gone into it is bog standard potatoes. As you can see, these are upside down. I've got these in Asda's. They are Maris Piper potatoes. I used, dropping them everywhere. I used 5 of these, about that size, so medium sized potatoes. Just peeled them and chopped them up, and then just put those back on the side. And then all I added to that was 1 tablespoon of garlic granules, 1 small yellow onion, about this kind of size. You don't need to chop it up small because you're going to blend the soup in the long run, so just chop it roughly. That's all I've done. Pop that back. And then what else went in there? 1 cup of red lentils, and this is a bit of an unusual one for most people, particularly if you're new to veganism. This is nooch, or nutritional yeast. You can find this in Holland & Barrett. You can find this in most local kind of Whole Foods stores. I get mine from my lovely local Whole Foods stores, Sunrise Organics. You can get the one that has B12. This is important, vegan people. You can't get B12 on a vegan diet unless you get it through fortified stuff or you take B12 tablets. So I love this. That's why I get this one. It just helps with the old B12, and you need it because otherwise you can get really poorly. So that's gone in there. What else did I add to it? 5 cups of water. It's 5 to 6 cups of water, but I put 5.5 because I ran out of filtered water. So if I need the extra half a cup, I can pop it in later. Then just some salt and pepper, and obviously you are going to need some sweet corn. Mine's from Aldi's. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. You can use frozen sweet corn or tinned. You probably could use fresh if you wanted to be really, like, take ages about it. But I just use tinned. It's easier. So that's going to go in there. I've put my soup on. It's currently in my soup pan on the boil. It doesn't look very exciting, but let's see if I can show you. Here is my soup pan with my soup in it. You can't see an awful lot. As I said, it's not terribly exciting to look at, but it is on the boil. And then what you boil it probably for 15-20 minutes, something like that. Let me just see if I can put my camera down. Hang on. Hey, I actually put it down without dropping you. Amazing. So yeah, boil it for 15 to 20, or simmer it, sorry, don't boil it. Simmer it for 15 to 20 minutes once it's come to the boil. And then once it's had 15 to 20 minutes, the potatoes are soft, you can use an immersion blender or a handheld blender if you don't know what an immersion blender is, because I saw that written 1,000 times before I realised what it meant. Brain wasn't working very well. So just blend it, and then you can add your sweet corn once it's blended in, cook it for a few more minutes, job's good in. Now you might be thinking, hang on a minute, most people like to have bread and butter with their soup. It's January, I'm being health conscious, and I will not be having bread and butter with my soup. I will be having crisp breads and probably guacamole, which is not overly healthy, but it's good fats. So I really enjoy that, and I just think it's a quick and easy lunch, lovely for newbie vegans, and really enjoyable. So that's my little recipe for today, but I also wanted to mention a couple of things that I found really helpful when I did Veganuary 2 years ago. It's kind of how I started my journey into veganism. I had wanted to be vegan for quite a long time. It's something that I'd thought about on and off for probably about 15-20 years. I had tried to go vegan before, but really struggled, didn't find it easy, kept going back to cheese, kept going back to eggs. We've all been there. It takes practice, and it takes knowing what's available, and I think the best thing that you can do if you're really considering going vegan is do your research Look into what alternatives are out there. Look into how to get your iron, how to get your calcium, how to get that eternal question, how to get your protein. That question's really annoying after a while. But these things are important to know where to get it. I mean, your green leafy vegetables and your beans are your best friends. You don't have to buy loads of fancy schmancy ingredients that you've never heard of before. You can literally just go to the produce aisle and you're good. Obviously some extra spices, some extra herbs are always going to come in useful, but it doesn't have to be expensive, guys. Believe me, as a budget friendly person, we don't spend lots of money on fancy ingredients around here. So other things that I found useful, other websites. The first one I'm going to mention, she is a fellow YouTuber. She doesn't know who I am. We're not linked in any way, but her name is Rosa. Her YouTube channel is Cheap Lazy Vegan. She is amazing. I have had so much inspiration from this channel. She does things like meal preps. She does like recipe videos. She's got a really good ebook that's available. Go and check her out. She's well worth a look. Website or blogs that are good. Plant-based on a budget is one that I read quite a lot. It's by a lady called Tony. She's got a Japanese surname. Otomoya, I think. Can't quite remember her surname, sorry. Just going to stir the pot a moment, one sec. My lentils are frothing, so I just need to stir them a minute. There we are. Turn that down a little bit. Should probably have checked what time I put that on. But yes, plant-based on a budget. She's also very, very helpful. She's got lots of like meal plans. Who else do I look at? Deliciously Ella. She's not vegan, but a lot of her recipes, she is plant-based. So you'll find things like honey in her recipes. Just take it out. Use maple syrup instead. Use, what's it called? Agave nectar instead. You know, use your brain. You can swap things. Her recipes are pretty much plant-based. So I found her really useful when I first went vegan. Why is my camera flickering? Don't know why it's doing that. Sorry guys if the picture is a bit funny. But yes, I found Deliciously Ella really helpful when I first went vegan. So I recommend her cookbook. She also has a blog, and if you're lucky enough to live in London, she has the May Deli, which I've never been to, but I hear very good things. So I hope that this is helpful and that you liked the recipe. I'm hoping to do some more of these, because when I first created this channel, it was supposed to be focused on vegan cooking, vegan recipes, vegan lifestyle. That flickering has gone. I've no idea what that was about, so sorry if that looks weird. But yes, it was supposed to be a vegan focused channel, and I've kind of gone wandering off into various other places. Now, there's nothing I've done that I don't want to keep. But I want to do a few more sort of vegan focused recipes, things about vegan living, some things about vegan cosmetics, and the lifestyle in general. So if you'd like to hear more about that, please let me know what you'd be interested to like and to see. And if you like this video, please give me a thumb up or subscribe to my channel. It would be lovely to have you here, and I hope you all have a very happy and healthy new year. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.